Before the sun knew its path, before the stars were scattered like cowrie shells across the night sky, there was only the Creator. And the Creator decided to make a place of perfect beauty, a garden that sat beneath the watchful gaze of the oldest Iroko trees. This was the Garden of Ekit, the sacred mountain of the Mother. The Creator filled Ekit with a richness that words cannot properly tell. Rivers flowed, not with plain water, but with liquid gold that shone under the constant light, making waterfalls that tasted like pure happiness. The ground, deep red and rich, held the gentle, constant warmth of a mother's hug. Birds, covered in every bright color you could imagine, sang not just songs, but the very first music of the world, music that brought instant peace. The air itself smelled of fresh spices and eternal clean water. In the middle of this paradise stood the two great trees, the huge tree of endless life, whose tiny, shiny fruit promised life forever and never-ending happiness, and the tree of knowing, the knowledge that splits light from darkness, good from everything else. Then, from the deep red soil of the mountain, the Creator shaped the first man. His skin was the color of a wet kola nut, smooth and strong. His body had the strength of the mighty baobab tree, and his heart beat like the sound of a soft rain. He was named Adamu, the first son of the earth. Adamu was given control over everything, learning the secret names of the rivers and the hills. But even in this perfect world, the Creator saw a quiet, missing piece in his eyes. He needed someone to complete him. So, while Adamu slept in the sun's warmth, the Creator took a soft curve from Adamu's side and shaped the first woman. When Adamu woke and saw her, he breathed a deep sigh that was pure love. Her smile was like the dawn breaking, her eyes held all the silent wonder of the night sky. They were perfect together, two parts of one whole, living freely in a perfect partnership. Adamu named her Ebun, the precious gift. The Creator gave them just one simple rule: eat every fruit in this garden, drink and be full. But do not eat the fruit of the tree of knowing. To taste it is to trade your peace for a lasting shadow. Adamu and Ebun lived in a happiness that had no end. Their days were a lively dance of finding new things. They knew no worries except making the other happy. Ebun made beautiful flower crowns for Adamu's head. Adamu named every creature, telling them their destiny and their song.
And you shall be called Leona, guardian of the forest.
They felt no fear, no doubt, no shame, only the warm, complete feeling of the Creator being nearby. But Ekit was not meant to stay unchallenged. The Creator had allowed one being who carried envy to live there, Esu. This creature, not just a simple snake, but a dazzling, cold, smart being, lived under the shade of the forbidden tree. His skin shimmered like spilled oil, and he hated the simple, trusting happiness of the humans. Esu went to Ebun one afternoon as she cared for the beautiful lilies. He did not make a hissing noise, which would have warned her. He spoke with a voice smoother than refined shea butter.
Has God really said not to eat the fruit of this tree?
More convincing than the best talker at the market. Ebun stopped her gentle work, her forehead crinkling up with a new, small worry. We cannot eat the fruit of the tree of knowing, Esu. The Creator told us clearly, eating it brings the shadow of sadness. Esu coiled closer, moving smoothly. He gave a dry, scratchy laugh, like rough stone scraping against smooth wood. A shadow? Or maybe just the full understanding of the one who made you. Think, Ebun. You boast the elephant and the lion, you name the rivers and the wind. Yet, you are kept away from the most important truth. The Creator hides this fruit not to help you, but to keep you small and weak. He is afraid of your true wisdom, Ebun. He fears that if you know both good and bad, you will no longer need him to tell you what to do. The word stuck in Ebun's mind like a sharp piece of wood. Afraid of your wisdom. Keep you weak. The first seed of doubt, planted by Esu's clever tongue, began to grow fast, pushing away the perfect trust she had. She looked at the fruit, and for the first time, it looked less like a warning and more like a challenge. Ebun spent days watching the tree of knowing. The fruit was heavy and bright gold, glowing with a deep fire that seemed to hold many secrets she needed to know. She started arguing with Adamu, her voice filled with a new, nervous tension. Esu says the fruit is not death, but greater power, she kept telling him. Shouldn't we, as the rulers of this whole place, understand every choice, every bad thing, every mystery? Are we just like children, Adamu, meant only to obey and never question? Adamu, whose trust in the Creator was strong and deep like rock, felt the first sharp pain of real fear. He gently held her shoulders. Ebun, Esu is clever, but his heart is cold and empty. The Creator asks for just one thing, to trust him. If we try to take this knowledge, we are trying to stand alone, away from the source of our life. Don't let that creature spoil the perfect happiness we already have. But Ebun's spirit, the very heart of her bright, curious self, was now poisoned by the need to understand everything. One afternoon, when the garden was quiet and the air felt heavy, Ebun went to the tree of knowing by herself. Esu watched from the shadows, a faint, mean smile on his face. She reached out, her hand shaking. The skin of the fruit felt smooth, cool, and very heavy with the weight of all future troubles. She didn't wait any longer. She brought it to her mouth and took a big, careful bite. Right away, the endless joy and certainty of it seemed to pull back from her. The bright colors of the jungle went dull. She felt a deep, cold shock, a sudden, painful knowing of death as well as life. She now saw the beauty and the rot, the happiness and the deep sorrow, the light and the crushing, unavoidable darkness. The new knowledge hit her instantly, and it was a terrible, lonely weight. She hurried back, finding Adamu carving a beautiful figure. His face showed great love for her. When she offered him the half-eaten fruit, Adamu looked into her eyes. The perfect innocence was gone, replaced by scared, pleading sadness. He knew what she had done. And in that moment, he had to make an impossible choice, keep his perfect life, or lose the one he loved to the cold loneliness of that new knowing. He chose love. He took a big, heavy bite of the forbidden fruit. The change was instant and huge. The world didn't break apart, but the way they saw it did. Their shame, a sharp, cold feeling they had never known, covered them. They quickly covered their bodies with huge, useless plantain leaves, terrified of the Creator's all-seeing, yet silent, presence. When the Creator walked through the garden as the day ended, the gentle footsteps that once brought comfort now brought a sudden, crushing fear.
Adamu, where are you?
Adamu came out, shaking badly, hiding himself with leaves. We heard your voice, Creator, and we hid, because we saw that we were bare, open to the world. The Creator looked at them, and the silence that followed was heavier than a mountain. Who told you that you were bare, Adamu? Did you eat the fruit of the tree of knowing? Adamu, trapped by fear and the sharp truth of what they had done, pointed a shaking finger at Ebun. The woman whom you gave to me, she gave me the fruit, and I ate it. And Ebun, tears running down her face, pointed down at the crawling creature, the snake, Esu. He lied to me, and I ate it. There was no going back, only the result of their choice. The Creator gave the judgment. Esu would crawl in the dirt forever, cast away. Adamu would work the hard, stubborn earth with endless sweat and sadness. And Ebun would feel great pain when having children, and would always want the man who had just blamed her. The Creator covered them with the skins of the first animals, a final, heavy action of sadness and mercy. You chose to know instead of being innocent, the Creator said, the voice sounding as big as the sky. Now you know good and bad, sadness and happiness. You cannot stay in Eket to eat from the tree of endless life, or you will live forever in the sadness you have chosen. And so, Adamu and Ebun, hand in hand, weighed down by their new knowledge and shame, were led by a terrible, flaming, far sword to the huge, carved gate of Ekit. As the gates shut behind them with a loud, final sound that meant the end of peace, they looked back one last time at the garden that would always be perfect, but forever close to them. They stepped onto the bare, harsh world, seeing not just the beauty of what was made, but the endless, hard work ahead. Their perfect time was over. The shadows of sadness and hard times had finally found the first humans, and they would forever live outside the gates of paradise, starting the difficult, new journey of all humankind.